you don't pull the weight off the ground, you push your legs into the ground. What's going on, guys? I wanted to do a quick video about the deadlift and some things you don't do that will improve your deadlift, your technique, the weights you lift, etc. So the first thing is pulling the slack out of the bar. What does it mean? The bar bends, okay? A barbell, it can be bent, okay? And pulling the slack is basically bending it before doing the lift. And the problem when you don't do that is that when you try to lift the weights, the first part is just bending the bar. It's not the weights moving. And this usually, I don't know exactly why, but it will make the lift, it will make you lose some of your strength and make some of your strength just go, just be lost basically. And it's the same way when you have a rope tied to, like, I don't know, a car, if you're so strong you can pull a car and you want to pull that car, the first thing you do is gently pulling on the rope so it's so there's no slack in the rope, and then you do the pull. You don't leave a lot of slack in the rope and you just pull. You just imagine it and you see that it's not going to work. And this is basically what you do in deadlift before when you don't pull the slack. So yeah, you grab the bar and before doing the lifts you pull on it. And I must say that this tip is not for beginners, because first of all, beginners have other things to worry about. When I teach an athlete how to lift, I don't give him all the information and all the cues and tell him, yeah, just do them just do all of them at the same time. I start with the basics, I start with a video about deadlifting, the very basics, and then over time I give them more cues and I give them enough time to try a cue and to really understand it and really put it in their routine, in their setup routine. So the first reason is that there are other things that are more important, but the second reason, and I think it's even more important, is that this doesn't work with light weights. So for me personally, when I pull the slack, I think it's around 80 kilos. So if I put 80 kilos on a bar and try to pull the slack, the bar is gonna get off the ground. So if it's too light, it's not gonna work. So this is when you start deadlifting 2 plates basically. So again, you are hurting your technique and you are leaving weights off the table when you don't pull the slack out of the bar, and you are losing tightness, something I didn't say earlier, but I think there's that too. You lose tightness when you don't pull the slack out of the bar. So this is the first tip, right? The second one is the fact that the deadlift... Sorry for that, my battery died on me. So I was speaking about the second tip, and that tip is that the deadlift is not a pull lift. You don't pull the weight off the ground. You push your legs into the ground, all right? So it's as simple as that, really. When you have the bar in your hand, when you pull the slack, you push your feet into the ground and you're gonna see the bar is gonna raise. It's just the way it works. You don't do it aggressively, you don't pull, because if it's too heavy you can pull it. It's as simple as that. Your back can do all the work. The deadlift is a compound lift where you involve your legs, your lower back, your upper back, etc. So you need to use your legs, and when you pull you're not using your legs. And usually when people pull, their knees they open, they're not locked out anymore. Like if you're like this, they open and they end up doing the whole lift with their back, and so they're not using their legs, so they're not lifting as much as possible. And honestly, like, it's really sad to see some people doing it, because some people really compete. I've seen people who compete in not high level but pretty highish levels, and they don't know that, and just like tear the bar off the ground, and it really doesn't make sense. And they live in kilograms on the table. So yeah, here it is, a little video to tell you about pulling the slack and how you should make a deadlift. Always push your legs into the ground and don't pull the bar. Don't try to do it like a brute. Be patient. This is really important. Be patient when you do your deadlift, especially if it's heavy. When it's light, it's kind of okay. When maybe it's not very heavy, it's okay. But when it's heavy, you really need to be patient. Get tight, brace your core. I made a video about bracing. Pull the slack and really push the bar, push your legs into the ground, and just, you know, wait for it until you finish the lift. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you later.